PizzaDog through their Galaxy Battles run. I am really looking forward to it. Do some real actual casting that people might actually watch instead of me practicing in the privacy of my room. But I am working on setting up some stuff on stream first. I really would like to get this score thing not upside down. It's actually incredibly frustrating that it's upside down. But we're going to try again. Add text. Oh, what was that? Mossy. Thank you. Thank you, Mossy. Actually, this reminds me, I have to fix something else. Advanced, enable click-through. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Mossy, for whatever you did. My alert box got cut off at the bottom, so... Hosted me, yeah! Alright, so, again, I'm just setting up some stuff. I'm trying to get my text box working. And not upside down. Looks like it works this time. Lovely. Since I will be following pretty much just Team PizzaDog unless they get a buy or something and I end up waiting. Alright. Just posting this to a couple other places. And once the lobby is up, I will be getting in. And we will be getting started with their Galaxy Battles run, and I'm looking forward to following them through. I hope the bitrate is good. I hope that my stream isn't ugly. Through their Galaxy Battles. I'll be trying to explain the basics. The very, very base. I'm not a great teacher, but I'll be trying to explain the very, very basics of Dota stuff. But again, since I'm casting 14 playing in this tournament, I'm going to be focusing on the quality of the play-by-play, and I'm not going to be spending too much time stopping to explain stuff unless I think it's really important or there's downtime. So this isn't really like a noob-friendly stream necessarily. But I will be trying to explain. So if you have a question and there's downtime, go ahead and post in chat. I will be reading the chat as we go. If you have any feedback, please leave a note. I really do want to improve. This is something very important to me. So again, thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys are going to be able to enjoy the quality of the cast. I haven't done any real casting for some time now, so this is kind of a warm-up, a return for me, and I'm hoping that it goes very well. Following Team PizzaDog GalaxyBattles, we're trying to explain. Between matches, I'll also be taking questions about the game, and I'll be doing my best to explain. I'm not a professional by any means in this game, so I will do the best to explain that I can. Twitter. Retweet. Casting Galaxy Battles. PizzaDog Galaxy Battles qualifier run. Tweet. Alright, I'm going to go refill my water bottle and get ready to get... I'm going to be spectating through Dota TV, not the lobby. So, here, watch Gabe. I will be back one moment to... I'm refilling my water bottle, and then I will be back and ready to cast. So we have to wait for the delay to catch up as they just started the match. Alright, so again, we're waiting on the delay. Since I'm not casting in lobby, I am not live, I'm not real time. If I were, I'd be setting a delay, but since this is through Dota TV, there is no delay. If either of the teams wants me to set a delay, I will. But at the moment, just waiting on, I think it's fine for now. Again, though, if they want me to set a longer delay, I will turn off my stream and then turn it back on. I'm also going to be recording this and uploading it to YouTube. So you can find it on there as well. I'll be posting the link to the YouTube VOD on my Twitter. There will also be, you'll also be able to find a clipped up VOD where I will go through and I will clip highlights after the match. So feel free to clip and go ahead and send that to me. I love watching myself, as narcissistic as that sounds. But I promise it's for all self-improvement reasons. Anyways, again, this is Team PizzaDog's run through the Galaxy Battle qualifiers. I was talking to Mossy right before this, and he said their goal is to get top 8. So fingers crossed for them. Let's see if they're able to find that top 8 finish that they're so eager to get. I'm excited to see what these teams pull out. Recently in the meta, we see a lot of Beastmaster, Winter Wyvern, Bane, Rubik is hugely popular. Earthshaker remains a popular pick. The strength of repositioning skills and AoE stuns is definitely not understated. Also, we still see plenty of Puck, but I love watching Puck get played. Puck is a super fun hero. Alright, so I believe we should be actually in the lobby for real in a moment. Then the games will be underway very shortly. Fingers crossed. Again, any questions, feel free to post them in chat, and during downtime I will be happy to do my best to explain. I am not super familiar with the meta at the moment, so forgive me for my poor draft casting, something that I love doing but I'm just not very good at. Alright. Okay, so sort of surprised we're not in here, unless the delay is set for longer. Sometimes it's 5 minutes. So again, we're just waiting on the delay to catch up so that we're able to cast and able to spectate. Till then, it's just gonna be quiet, relaxing times while I try desperately to fill the void with I don't know what. We can talk about the meta. We can talk about Brewmaster being very popular lately. How Rubik has once again snuck his way into the meta, or perhaps one of the most interesting developments is that Winter Wyvern has become very popular. And Beastmaster, okay, we're finally in the draft. Beastmaster banned out by Rice Farmers. That's an incredibly common ban. Beastmaster widely regarded to have received some of the better buffs. Bane also banned out. Winter Wyvern's still there. I mean, the first 6 bans is kind of, it's all very meta stuff. I want to say these are best of ones. I feel like these may be best of ones. I'm not 100% on that, but we'll see. Winter Wyvern's still in the pool. Something that Viper also very, very popular. Rubik still available. I haven't seen so many Rubik bans. A lot of teams are picking him very, very early though, first or second. He's very popular, just a very flexible support. He's got decent wave clear with Fade Bolt. He has decent team fighting. You take the enemy team's best spells and you make them your own. Mirana also still in the pool. Slardar been removed. Night Stalker being removed instantly. Rice Farmers didn't even have to consider that. PizzaDog, on the other hand, thinking a little bit. So if Mirana's not banned, I suspect she will be one of the first 2 picks. The carry Mirana build has become very popular, but they've actually removed Undying, a hero I he gets a lot of tombstones, and Rice Farmer's picking up Vengeful Spirit right away. This leaves Rubik, Mirana, Naga Siren, and damn it, Shadow Shaman. PizzaDog already looking like they want to push towers as early as possible with Naga Siren and Shadow Shaman picked up. Vengeful Spirit, of course, having a very interesting buff on her aura. Rice Farmers, they're gonna want some D push here. I'm gonna keep holding on to the Rubik. I'm gonna hold on to the Rubik for as long as I can. Although Rubik Venge isn't a bad support duo. You have 2 reliable stuns, you have some good damage in the lane. They could go for Sand King. That's a good pickup. It's a little greedier. Another good stun though. His ultimate, of course, very strong team fighting. Goes through the Naga Siren song, so even if you're ulting with the Sand King and the song goes off, the epicenter will continue to do damage. It's always very, very cool. Earthshaker, Puck still available as well. Nature's Prophet, actually something that I think we're going to have to think about. They're going to go for the Nyx Assassin. A good hero just in general, I think, at the moment. Last patch he was probably like top tier hero. But I don't know if I think he's good, but I don't know if he's necessarily, you know, just this top tier pick anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't see him as... I mean, if Naga goes Radiance, you get a free stun on her with the Carapace. That's always nice. But it's not super incredible. And one thing, looking at with Shadow Shaman and Naga Siren, you're looking to push, I believe. Whether that's early or late or mid-game, you're looking to push. The Serpent Wards are good for taking Roshan too, of course, and of course they're a good team fighting ability. But their primary, one of the best uses for them is to push towers. So I think getting rid of a hero like the Nature's Prophet is a very good idea. PizzaDog, good call, banning out a Bat Rider. Bat Rider, of course, a fantastic hero for catching a Naga Siren, and your team can probably kill her during the lasso, and looks like Brewmaster, the next ban, a popular offlane hero at the moment. But I love Brewmaster, and kind of sad to see him banned out. A fun hero to watch. Mirana banned out by Rice Farmers. They're on the final ban. Nature's Prophet still in the pool, and something I think PizzaDogs might be considering. So Naga Siren's either going to go safe lane or mid, although lately I have seen the most recent patches where we see a lot of Naga, we see her as a support.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
And Monkey King, another really popular hero right now. One of the most annoying safe laners to lane against. By hands down, one of the most annoying heroes to lane against. Most offlane heroes can't lane against him very well. He right-clicks you, and if you let him right-click you too much, he pops his Jingu Mastery, and then suddenly you're dying. The massive crit from Boundless Strike just destroys most heroes, so they're going to need a really, really durable offlaner, or run a 2-1-2, or run an aggressive tri-lane against him. He doesn't do that well against multiple targets in the early game, considering he needs to get his Jingu off on one person, and if there's control available, even slows, it could be very difficult for him to do. It's why he thrives so much against solo laners. Some teams run Monkey King mid, as he is such a strong lane bully with Jingu Mastery that it's just difficult to lane up against this hero. It really is a pain. Of course, the Battle Fury nerfs, still a very strong item, and Rice Farmer is going for the Centaur Warrunner. That's a durable offlaner. That's kind of a good pick. And PizzaDog, of course, going for the Nature's Prophet. Early fighting and pushing is the name of the game for PizzaDog, but Rice Farmers, that Centaur and Venge, they have decent early fighting heroes. I would like to see a little bit more team fight. I think something like a Puck would be good. The Silence would be nice. The Dream Coil, the trap heroes like Monkey King inside. Although,
5 seconds remaining.
And able to get away from stuff like Serpent Wards, get away from Monkey King's Wukong's command. Vengeful Spirit's great here because she can swap him out of Wukong's command, just removing his bonus armor and removing all of that extra damage from his army. And now Nature's Prophet. I really like this Nature's Prophet pick. As soon as I saw the Naga Shadow Shaman, I thought this could be gross if they pick a Nature's Prophet. Tons of early... Like, he's a great hero where he can rat, and ratting is what he's obviously the most well known for, but early game teleporting around the map and getting kills is very, very important and something he's very, very capable of doing. And now PA picked up and Storm Spirit banned by PizzaDog. I like the PA here. Her evasion, because this is largely right-clicking heroes, that evasion has a ton of added value. Even she can dodge Serpent Wards, she can't dodge the Shock, she can't dodge the Nature's Prophet Ultimate, she can't dodge Boundless Strike or Riptide, but those aren't the primary damage sources. But she can dodge the wards, she can dodge Jingu Mastery right clicks, she can dodge Nature's Prophet and Treant right clicks. Those are all things that are really important for PizzaDog to find their damage. And now Rice Farmers on their final pick, looking for a mid hero. Storm Spirit and Tinker removed from the pool. Thankfully they banned the Tinker. Shadow Fiend I don't think would be very good. Queen of Pain they could go for, a really good early fighting hero with good wave clear as well. So I'm going to advocate for the Queen of Pain. Unless it's banned and I didn't notice. Oh, but they're going to go for Lina. Similarly, a good early fighting hero. Lots of burst, can early game delete a hero from the fight. It's important that you remove heroes like Naga as quickly as possible. And good wave clear with Dragon Slave. Probably better at wave clear than Queen of Pain, unless Quap goes Ags, because you don't really want to get close enough to use your E if you're going to get netted or hexed or boundless striked or sprouted. But Queen of Pain can always blink out of a sprout. And now PizzaDog looking for, I believe, their second support. Oh no, they're mid lane. So it's a support Naga. It's a support Naga or it's a support Monkey King. And they're going to go for the Invoker pickup here. I expect Quas Exort Quas to get Forge Spirits. At least 1 point in Wex for Alacrity for better pushing. Although, he could go Quas Wex, which I don't know how good that is right now, but he could consider Quas Wex to give his team a little bit more AoE crowd control. That's something that they're lacking a little bit, and I expect Quas Exort though. I think if they had to have someone run a support, we'll see. I think either works. I'm not sure which roles each person on this team plays. So we'll have to see. I'm only familiar with Mossy. And I don't even know what role he plays. I haven't cast his team in any team that he's been on in a very, very long time. But clearly he's mid, as he is the Invoker. Free camera. Alright, so looking at these teams, I really like what Rice Farmers have done to deal with early push by picking early game fighting oriented heroes. But I don't see a lot of tools that they have available to clear out these waves or to deal with split push. I mean, they have the Centaur Stampede, but Nature's Prophet could just split around the map. And speaking of Nature's Prophet, let's introduce PizzaDog's team. Panda Storm on that Nature's Prophet, the Furion. CJ playing the Wukong, or the Monkey King. Mr. Shinkle on Naga Siren. Storm on the Shadow Shaman. And Mossy playing the Invoker. And it looks like both teams really trying to defend this. Interesting that their safe laners are here, but every hero starts with a TP scroll these days, so perhaps not so odd after all. Looks like both teams had the same idea, so 2 bounty runes should go the way of either team. Naga starting with that net, looks like she will be the support. Or perhaps not. Orb of Venom started by the Wukong. It's interesting. It's kind of hard to tell. Neither of them buys a Quellate. Neither of them has purchased a Quelling.
The battle begins.
I'm going to suspect it's the Monkey King.
This should make my life easier.
That's carrying, I should say. PATPing down to the bot lane, getting that creep block going. Started Dagger, of course. Both teams picking up 2 bounty runes, although one theirs and one the other's. This mid lane matchup, I want to say is Invoker favored. He has a lot more base damage than the Lina. Well, not a lot more, but actually it's just one more. Looking at the bot lane, looks like a fight already breaking out. Go Hiddle. Very, very low and gonna go down. See the Shadow Shaman, the Jingu Mastery popping, of course, and a TP coming out from the Vengeful Spirit, who just needed to get on out of there. Those shackles, finding that first blood seemingly easily. A lot of CC in this lane. You have nets, you have shackles. That's what, the net's 2 seconds, so that's like 5 seconds of crowd control. Just about 5 seconds of crowd control. Looking at the overall CS, it's pretty even this top lane. I don't think either hero dies. Nature's Prophet can die a lot more easily than the Centaur. Shaman on the prowl, perhaps spotted out by this ward. He has a sentry and an observer of his own. Nyx Assassin getting that harassment. I think I would have rather... Oh, you need to be careful, Nyx. Getting stunned. Popping out that stun, preventing him from getting the Jingu, but using Boundless Strike to find those charges. It's going to be easy CS, and oh, it looks like they really want to get this Lina. The net coming out. Shadow Shaman not in range. Light Strike Array connecting. Shaman was not there to get shackles, and Invoker does have Cold Snap available too. Monkey King, I think it's fine that they leave him. He's just going to throw out Boundless Strike, get some damage out on enemy heroes. Nyx Assassin snagging both bounty runes at bot, or at least one. Yeah, you got both. He has Spike Carapace. The Shackle does connect though. He has Carapace again. He can stun the Monkey King, and in fact he gets a double stun off the dagger coming out, slowing up Monkey King as well. So not able to find that kill. Thank you for the follow, I believe. The font is really, really small. Or really, really huge, I should say. I can't really read it particularly well, so forgive me. But Boundless Strike, he's using it mostly to CS. The Jingu, it's also really great harass with Jingu stacks. And now, speaking of Jingu, it looks like he might be able to get another set of Jingu stacks off the net coming out. Spike Carapace is available, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to save. The Naga Siren getting stunned, and the Jingu Mastery going to get the kill with that right click. And now, PA getting very, very low. She blinks away. Monkey King throwing out right clicks, trying to slow them up. The right click from the Shadow Shaman. Is it going to be enough? They see her, and the Boundless Strike does find it. Double kill for CJ in the bot lane. Nyx Assassin is back, has his stun, might try to get the Shadow Shaman. He does connect on him. A Magic Missile would be enough for a kill, but are they going to get in range? And no, the Venture Spirit backing off. Very wise. Looking at the mid lane, it's roughly even, although Lina has a few more denies and a little bit more CS as well, but mostly even. Mossy going to be going for a Hand of Midas. Rice Boy going for that bottle to be able to spam out those Dragon Slaves, Light Strike Arrays. Jump forward. They have Wave of Terror. He's losing some armor. They have Impale, but looks like it's out of range. But now Naga getting turned on Dagger, saving the Monkey King, but looks like it's very likely going to cost her life. Slowed up by the Orb of Venom, trying to get away, but not going to be able to. All right, the Wave of Terror does find the kill. That would have been a crazy juke. Haste Rune sitting at the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet just getting some right click harass. Has his Phase Boots on the Courier or in his stash. And this, now that he's got some level, Centaur is going to be able to bully him really, really hard. The first little bit, he was pretty safe, but now he's got to be very careful. Fortunately for him, the stun misses. And he spawns a group of trees. The double edge coming out, and now Centaur. There is a Sprout available, and he's just going to TP home, heal up, and then teleport back, and look at a rotation going onto the mid lane. They threw out the net, the Sunstrike coming out, the Cold Snap as well, the Hex, and that's a dead Lina. Shackles, and a right click from Mossy will do the trick. And now it looks like they're going in at the bot lane on the Monkey King. Monkey King going down the Boundless Strike, but the Carapace going to finish him off, reflecting his damage right back at him. So both teams finding big core kills around the map. Monkey King actually just one CS behind this PA, and I wonder if it caught both kills. Unfortunately not. And Centaur getting slowed up, beat up by this Nature's Prophet, but the return damage, of course, going to make it a not totally free trade. And I'm actually surprised. I've never seen a PA use a Clarity before. He said, only kind of joking, as her... Doesn't Dagger get cheaper as you get ranks? Yes, it does. Mossy, very, very low. Needs to be careful. He needs to not get hit by a dragon slave. Who, playing with fire, quite literally. Naga Siren finds a little bit overextended. Sunstrike and the Boundless, and a right click from Mossy, able to come up and find a quick kill. But the Vengeful Illusion chasing him down. That's such a cool new change. And oh, Lena going to the shrine, well aware of the fact that, but she might actually get this Naga kill. And she wants to stick around the shrine. Mossy needs to be careful. He could get deleted. Oh, but there's a Hex. No mana for Shackles. He almost has it. Light Strike Array coming out. But that that was a really good two-man stun, able to protect her from the Shackles. They may not be able to get a Light Strike Array coming out as well. Invoker TPing forward to his tier 1. Nature's Prophet TPing in. Needs to be careful with Sunstrike. And it's going to be another kill for Mossy. Finding a killing spree. Already has his Gloves of Haste and only 800 gold away from his full-on Midas. And now this Monkey King getting some right clicks. 2 ranks in the Jingu Mastery. Makes it a pretty nasty skill. What is that? 70, 90 bonus damage and 30% lifesteal? I just got nerfed too. Oof, gross. Still needs to be careful. Both teams have a ton of control in the early game. Lots of early kills as we've seen coming out, but it looks like PizzaDog are getting the better end of these trades. Invoker with a DD rune, but Lena has Laguna Blade. Getting that combo off could result in a very quick kill. Looking at the last hits, Nature's Prophet way ahead of anybody else. And Wave of Terror coming out. Naga throwing out the Riptide. Both teams have some Armor Shred. Actually, a cool thing to note is both teams are pretty damn good at killing Roshan. Very, very good at killing Roshan. So that'll be a very big piece to keep an eye on. Going back to the top lane, both offlaners are 6 and 7. The Wrath of Nature and the Stampede providing global presence, and now a stun going out onto the Shadow Shaman. The Wrath of Nature coming out, getting the PA very low. The Boundless Strike is going to be enough, and they do bring her down. Speak of the Devil, and now Nature's Prophet has arrived, sending an army of treants to tank up this wave. And now they may be looking for the dive. 14 seconds till the Boundless Strike. The Sunstrike coming out, and it's not going to connect on anyone. A good two-man stun. The net catches onto this Nyx Assassin, and he's going to get beat down. Nature's Prophet, Storm finding that kill. PA, that would have been a optimistic or perhaps suicidal TP. And now, a stun coming out. She does get some right clicks out. Not enough damage to Laguna Blade just yet. Cold Snap coming out to animation cancel just in case. Centaur with those 5 Blink Daggers queued up, a next level player. And the first tower of the game going down for PizzaDog, unsurprisingly perhaps, as they have that Nature's Prophet.
Is under attack.
PA has her phase boots. Looks like she's grabbing a Blightstone. Perhaps, looks like the net coming out onto the Vengeful Spear. A dagger, Nyx Assassin TPing to the shrine. They have the shrine active. And the Boundless Strike coming out, getting one, but a two-man stun from the Nyx Assassin. Fantastic there, and he's going to get the Jingu Mastery off. P needs to be careful. That Jingu, the net coming in. Tons of damage coming out from these Jingu strikes, and it's going to be a kill for CJ. He now is level 6, has Wukong's command, but actually going for the Boundless Strike to try to get the value, get the kill, but another good two-man impale. Sendare doing a great job. I just realizing I did not introduce them. The Wrath of Nature gonna find that last hit, and CJ can TP on home if he wants, but he needs to get on out of here. It's very dangerous. And PA gonna jump back. The Wave of Terror not finding this Monkey King. And now the top tower getting beat up by the Nature's Prophet. Almost got his drums done. And CJ gonna jump to a tree and TP to safety. Mossy's Midas just about finished. He'll have it as soon as this camp dies. Naga Siren with her Arcane Boots. Shadow Shaman level 3, so he's the full 5, but it makes sense that Naga plays as the 4. So we'll see if PizzaDog able to keep up the aggression they've got going. They're doing a really good job playing how they meant to. They've got 2 tier 1 towers dead before 10 minutes. That's exactly where they want to be here. Their Monkey King closing in on his Battle Fury, just about has his Perseverance, so it really isn't that far away. Midas now finished for Mossy. Oh, CJ. If Lena sees you and you get caught by something, you're in serious trouble. PA not 6, has no coup de grace yet. Looks like a TP coming in. They might want to find this Centaur. The Hex coming out onto him. He runs into the Rush Pit, getting a good juke, denying that vision. The net coming out, and ugh, the Shadow Shaman melted by the double-edged damage. The Wrath of Nature coming out. And looks like they're actually Cold Snap. Are they going to be able to get that last bit of damage? And oh, she walks right into the Sunstrike. The Laguna coming out, though. The Naga Siren going to pay with her life for that Vengeful Spirit. So a 2-for-1 trade, definitely favoring Rice Boy. Rice Boy, though, is favored in that trade. Yes, he is the most favored in that trade. But a good couple of kills for them. Changing over to the overall net worth, we see Nature's Prophet way ahead, Monkey King just a little ways behind him, and Invoker just ahead of this Lina. It's likely he'll accelerate there. Song of the Siren coming out, setting up for his teammates to arrive. Do they have anything here? They have the Cold Snap available. Nature's Prophet TPing in. I don't know if that's where he wants to TP. The Light Strike Array could have been sent. The net coming out onto this Vengeful Spirit. Wave of Terror coming out. She's getting right-click down. The Sprout to block her retreat, and the Venge will die once again. Getting really, really beat up in this game. And PizzaDog perhaps going to get ready to push. They have the Nature's Prophet trees coming out in just a minute. And by a minute, I mean a second. And now Nyx Assassin, they get the stun onto this Monkey King. Not going to be able to get off, and gets killed off by the tower, actually. So 174 gold to each of these heroes. A big kill, 676 total for all of them. Really, really significant kill for them. And now mid, getting shoved in. Lina throwing out Dragon Slaves, trying to buy some time. The Wrath of Nature poking up some of these heroes. Looks like PA knows there's a ward there, as she did get hit by it.
Is not on top of things.
Illusion.
Naga looks to be going for a Rod of Atos. Invoker farming up this small ancient stack, having the Naga Illusions tank for him. Let's take a look at these item builds. Phase Boots going out for the Lina. She's going to be going for a Bloodstone. Yeah, that's Bloodstone, I'm pretty sure. I actually am not 100% what builds out of Bloodstone anymore, or what Bloodstone builds out of anymore, since it changes so much. Okay, so it is that. Alright, yeah, she's going for a Bloodstone. Phase Boots got some good right click, wants to be able to spam out those spells so that she can keep clearing waves and sustain in these fights. And definitely a good call. Nature's Prophet has his drums, has a Shadow Blade finish too, actually. Smoke here. Smoke was popped thanks to the Shadow Shaman. Centaur has his blink. I don't know if they're aware of it yet. No pings coming out. The mid tower going down, and he's gonna die. Storm Stampede just for him, and they're gonna find that kill, and Nature's Prophet carefully gonna back off. So they do find they get the tier 1 tower, and they kill off the Shadow Shaman. So they're stabilizing really well here, finding a lot of good kills lately, as well as getting a couple objectives, or at least that one objective. And Phantom Assassin going for a Battle Fury of her own. Shadowblade done on Storm. Monkey King about what, 1,300 gold away from his Demon Edge, and Shadow Shaman a few 400 gold or so away from his Arcane Boots. Mossy, on the other hand, going to be going for Aghanim Scepter, standard Invoker stuff. Magic Resistance, the talent of choice from this Centaur. I think that's definitely a good call. Invoker is the real threat as you go into the late game, and PA actually getting picked off here up at the top lane. Sorry that I missed that kill, but a very, very big kill. Nowhere safe apparently for these Radiant heroes. Looks like mid tower is on the agenda for PizzaDog. Sorry about that. Took a swig of water. Looks like CJ does go down in the bot lane to the Nyx Assassin and the Centaur. I doubt they'll be able to kill this tower, but this Monkey King had a really great lane and now is kind of having a rough go of things. And the TP coming out just in time for that Centaur, able to get away. Nyx Assassin, Vendetta up in 30 seconds. Vendetta gonna make things really dangerous for a hero like Nature's Prophet to split push. Even though earlier I said I'm not sure if they had the tools, I am now, as I think about it, realizing that they do. There is no Vendetta available. Sprout traps him in now. He pops out the stun strike coming out, shackles as well, and he's gonna go down. A mega kill streak for this Nature's Prophet. Storm has put in serious work in this game. As you can see, his net worth is 3,000 ahead of the next highest hero just about. No, great Hex. Shackles coming out as well, a net too. And they really want to get out of here. A good swap back, but the swap actually, perhaps a miscommunication, swapping away the Stomp. And that was very interesting. No one else dies there in that exchange. I think that favors Radiant.
This should make my life easier.
PA will have her Perseverance soon. Oh, Naga sees her. But does she see Naga? No. There's a Nyx Assassin here. She needs to be really careful. She did not see that TP coming in. This ward did not see her at first, though, and now Dire's scan coming out. They know there's nobody right there, but Venge might just walk into that scan, but nope, just going to narrowly avoid it. They have a ward here? No, it doesn't look like it. But Nyx Assassin sees him, but the Centaur illusions, and now Shadowblade coming out, gonna just avoid that at all costs. They might find the Naga, although Nature's Prophet is here. A TP coming in from the Shadow Shaman as well. Mass Serpent wards now available. Meanwhile, CJ just continuing to farm, only 600-ish gold away from his Battle Fury, and only about 1,000 gold away from Aghanim Scepter for Mossy. Both really, really huge items on those two heroes. Lina, though, closing in on her Bloodstone, only a Perseverance away, so really not that far, about 1,600 or so gold. She clears waves very, very quickly as well, so that's not going to take very long for her to find. Phantom Assassin, Perseverance complete. Gonna be able to farm up a little bit more with the health talent once that survivability here. Makes sense against an Invoker because of his magical burst. Smoke coming in, but it's popped on the low ground by a Nyx Assassin. They see him, the net coming out. Stomp, not gonna be able to go off because of that net, and that's a super dead Shadow Shaman. The Sunstrike coming in, they're gonna kill off the Centaur. So far a 1-for-1, but definitely favoring PizzaDog as they get a core. And now Naga has the net. Good attempt to swap back, but it looks like she should be able to get out and does manage to TP to safety. Good call from that Vengeful Spirit. TP'd the second it needed to happen. Waited for that net to come out too so that it wouldn't get canceled. This net does, in fact, I believe, it might have been changed forever ago. But the last time I played Naga, which was forever ago, net canceled TPs. Split push continuing to come out from this Monkey King. He does have his Battle Fury now. Going to farm very, very quickly. Soldiers do not receive Jingo Mastery, do not copy Abyssal and Basher. Okay, so I believe the soldiers get the Cleave, but I remember they used to get the Basher, and that's why he was such a top tier support. It was a huge, seemingly endless AoE stun. Serpent wards coming out, an army of treants as well. Naga illusions used for scouting purposes as they are very, very weak since she didn't max them and she does not have very many stats. And this top tower is very, very dead. He's probably going to be going for an Orchid Malevolence. He's really not that far from it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You know, only a couple hundred gold now till she gets her Bloodstone finished. Phantom Assassin farming up. She's not that far from her Battle Fury, and now it looks like they're going for Roshan. There's a Solar Crest online. Someone, Nature's Prophet, and they really shred this thing. They don't even need the Serpent wards. The right clicks from the Alacrity Invoker and the Treants allowing to tank up, and now a Stomp coming out though. Catching on him. Stampede coming out. Stun onto the Shadow Shaman. They really want to get the Shaman. The Song. Rosh is very, very low, but it looks like they may have to back out here. Now Cold Snap coming out. He really wants to get that Stomp. Wukong's man. Sunstrike coming out. The Centaur's going to die. And now Nyx Assassin getting so low. The Wukong soldier's not quite going to kill him. He's so very close to dead. Looks like he might try to deny himself and jump forward, but no, he's going to get killed off by CJ. Boundless Spring, or Primal Spring and a right click's all it's going to take, and now he's going to be looking for another. Just barely missed that tree, too. That could have been disastrous, a 5-second stun, and now getting the Jingu stack, swapping away, getting the Naga Siren, and now Lina ult coming in, but it's not going to be enough to kill anybody. And now Lina getting very low. Sunstrike going to get one, but it's not the Lina. They do find the PA, though, and now the Lina, the right click's going to actually kill off this Nature's Prophet, and man, her right click, she does so much damage. Are they actually going to be able to kill her before she gets that kill? And no, she gets a double kill, but she will finally die. Meanwhile, Mossy gets the Roshan. So Lina, though, way more damage than I think they were expecting, and more damage than I was expecting, getting 1,200 gold from that fight, even after she dies. But still, the Aegis going the way of Mossy, and that's a dead Naga Siren. And Lina responding so quickly, thanks to her Bloodstone. A very good fight for the Radiant Rice Boy, but I think PizzaDog's sort of a little okay with that. If Monkey King didn't die, it would have been great, but it's okay because the Invoker lives, the Invoker finishes Roshan, and the bottom tower goes down. So, I mean, that's had nothing to do with the fight, but now only one tier 2 tower remains, and they have an Aegis, so it looks like PizzaDog could posture for an early game push, or for more early game pushing, and go for a high ground siege, since they have the Serpent Wards available. They have Aegis. And, do they see this Shadow Shaman? Hood of Defiance finished on Centaur. Force Staff finished on Lina. Centaur going for a Force Staff of his own and a jump stomp, and that's a super dead Shadow Shaman. Sunstrike coming in, not going to be enough. And now a TP from this Nature's Prophet. I don't know if that's where he wants to be. Jumping into the Lion's Den and just gets chewed up and spit out by the Radiant. Now Wukong's command coming out. They do get a kill, though, onto the Vengeful Spirit, but it's not a super high value kill. Another net coming out, stopping these blinks. And it looks like they're going to get a double kill. So the offlaner, an offlaner and a support dying for both teams. Although Nature's Prophet dying is much more serious than the Centaur dying, as his net worth is so high, especially because I believe he died to the Lina. No, he died to the Centaur. It's like a shove is in the cards here. Shadow Shaman gonna die to this PA, or is he? Hiding out, staying out of vision so no daggers come flying. Naga's Song setting up so that they can get this Nyx Assassin, and they got him. Squash like the bug that he is, and Shadow Shaman narrowly surviving up at that top lane. PA Blink throwing out a dagger, a Dragon Slave coming out. Mossy's infused range ups is now gone. He gets swapped back. He's probably going to lose his Aegis here. Boundless Spring, or Primal Spring coming forward, and that's one kill. This could be two kills. Do they have the Boundless Strike? It's up now, and they don't even need it. They're going to get that kill without it. Centaur TPing and now trying to find something. Nature's Prophet is here. Pops the Sprout onto her. The Sunstrike coming out. The right-click damage to the Laguna Blade, though. It gets the Nature's Prophet very, very low. Is he going to go down? The Ghost Walk slowing up the Centaur. The net coming out, too. And now he's coming back. The Solar Crest popped on him. Wukong going to town with those right-clicks. The Jingu Mastery Shocks. Massive damage coming out. Buybacks are available on Centaur and on Lina, but Lina's back in 10 seconds. Fortification is now out. Shadow Shaman not even here. They don't even have the wards available for this push, but the Alacrity onto this Monkey King. Just so much pushing power. Looks like this first lane of Rax will be going the way of PizzaDog. Oh, Naga getting blown up by the Lina and stunned up by so many different heroes. And now, she doesn't have Laguna Blade for 12 seconds. Mana Burn coming out. They get the melee Rax, though, and they get some chip damage onto the ranged Rax, and making the smart call, and they're going to back off. And Shaman looks like he wants to pop his wards on the mid lane. I don't know if he should, though, because they can just clear them. Oh, they want to get this Shaman. Dagger and a blink impale and a crit. And there goes the Shadow Shaman. Sacrificial Lamb removed from the game so quickly there. But his team still pulling ahead really handily after getting that barracks, getting a good fight down at the bot lane. They can also start going for shrines to get some more early game gold. Although I guess we're officially in the mid game, 24 minutes. Blink Dagger now finished on the Invoker, allowing him to get even stronger initiations. So much bonus damage. Oh, looks like a fight's breaking out here. The Naga Song trying to catch this Lina. The Stampede, though, just keeping her out of range. A good use of that Stampede to protect their Lina, and Stampede's cooldown is significantly shorter than Song of the Siren. Good effort, though. If they caught that Lina, that would have been a significant kill. Take away more of her Bloodstone charges. She's going for a Lincoln Sphere next so that she can't get pinned down by the Naga Siren. Or Cold Snapped, or Hexed, or Shackled, or one of the other countless point and click abilities on the side of PizzaDog. It's like a smoke coming out. I don't think it was spotted. Invoker TPing away. Ping's going out. They see her on that ward. Are they going to be able to catch up to her? She knows that there's a smoke. Rod of Atos from the Naga. Latching. Swat back. Some right clicks coming out and a stun, and this should be a quick kill for them. Boundless Strike. Just going to blow him up. Now Wukong's TPing down. They want to get him. The Sunstrike going to finish off, or actually just right clicks from Nature's Prophet finishing off the Centaur, and Monkey King doing colossal amounts of damage with those Jingu Mastery stacks. And in the mid lane, the Lina and the PA getting ready to fight. Shadow Shaman throwing out his wards and a Hex, but killed off by the Dragon Slave. And now Naga Siren in trouble. Laguna Blade is available, but this Naga is very, very tanky, going for that first item, Rod of Atos. She has so much health. And now Sunstrike coming out, not going to connect on anybody. The Illusion's getting right-clicked. They want to kill off these Shadow Shaman wards as well. Lina, with that machine gun attack speed, may be able to do so. So she's just going to farm up these wards, and it's a lot of gold going her way. And now a dagger coming out, a tornado catching on to the combo, connecting. This PA going to melt beneath the meatball. And now, even though the wards are gone, there's an army of Treants on the way. And an Invoker with Alacrity pushing down this tower.
Radiant's middle tower had an unhappy ending.
Shadow Shaman TPing to that top shrine. Speaking of shrines, I wonder if that's where they go next. BKB finished up on the Monkey King. Root on the Lina. I don't think they can go for her, though. Mana Burn thrown out on Tomasi from this Nyx Assassin.
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen.
And now just beating on these shrines for some extra free gold. They're sitting on top of a 16k gold lead. Have executed their early game fighting draft very, very well. Lina sitting on 4,200 gold. 3k surplus for buyback me. Go try to grab an ultimate orb once it's safe. Blink Dagger now finished on the Shadow Shaman. A fantastic item for him. He also got his first talent. Yay! XP gain. Let's go through the talents, actually, since we're at a bit of downtime here. Light Strike Array damage, Fiery Still stacking damage, and 25 damage. So, more focused on the right clicks. Excellent. But still is good spell damage. PA going for health and some cleave. Added farming power there. Centaur Warrunner went magic damage and strength return. Strength return, I think, is definitely more common than the damage. The magic resist, I think, is probably better than the evasion, because it's always active versus only when you're getting right-clicked. GPM picked up by Nyx, very standard. And Wave of Terror Armor Shred on the Venge, also pretty standard. Masi going Chaos Meteor Impact damage, Forge Spirit Summon, and the Cataclysm, the double Sunstrike. That's going to be nasty in these future team fights. And Naga Siren going for movement speed and strength, survivability and positioning. Damage and armor selected by the Nature's Prophet. That's probably for the best. He's going for a right-click build anyway. And Jingu Mastery damage and attack speed selected by Nature's Prophet. Monkey King. Just finishes BKB, wants to go to Lincoln's. Wrath of Nature. Throwing stuff out, trying to... That bottom lane of Rax was finished off. Nature's Prophet is here. The tornado coming out does not connect on anybody, but the root does.
Radiant's middle tower may be
EMP coming out, not going to connect on anybody. Dagger catching onto the Monkey King. Shadow Shaman wards dropped in the mid. Treants also hitting that tower, and now a Boundless Strike connecting on two. Forge Spirits with Alacrity. Who was it that said all of their stuff is... all of PizzaDog's stuff is Rice Boy's shit? PizzaDog has lots of stuff to push, and Rice Boy has so much shit they have to deal with. And now, a good stun onto Mossy. Light Strike Array following through. The Laguna Blade is there if it's needed. Deleting Mossy from that fight. The Song of the Siren coming out. They cancel it, though. He's buying back. TPing to his Forge Spirit. They don't kill it. He does have Cataclysm available if he wants to use it. Now the Meteor is there. The Wrath of Nature coming out, dealing some good damage. They do get the melee racks, so they have a lane and a half of racks available. A buyback did come in from Mossy, though. Sunstrike, not going to be enough to kill anybody off. Cobra Light, seems like he's messing around here. He has his Yasha, has his Battle Fury. Going to go for a Manta style. Maelstrom and Silver Edge finished on this Nature's Prophet. He was just so farmed. But Lina also very well farmed. Maybe now can go... Oh, actually went for an MKB. Wow, surprising. But I suppose... I think it's a good choice. Gives her some attack speed, more consistent damage. The proc is good. If they go for evasion, it won't help them as much. She's kind of going machine gun Lina. Uh-oh. It's Naga Siren. Uh-oh. Even worse than the Naga Siren getting caught. It's the Monkey King who's just been erased by the Dire, or by the Radiant. Oh no. Naga, not where she wants to be. Pops her song, try to buy some time.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Mid-racks getting hit up by Mossy during this time. The song delaying TPs, and now Mossy popping the Ghost Walk on the run. Getting a full lane of racks there. And that's all they really need to do. And uh-oh, now that the Ghost Walk is available, they're going in onto this PA. The PA getting very low. Pops her Manta Style. The Sunstrike not going to connect. Cold Snap will, though, and now blink forward from Mossy. He doesn't see him. He needs to get vision back. She's juking around the tree line, and now the Stampede comes out, and the Meatball and the Deafening Blast coming out. But a Stomp going to kill off the Shadow Shaman EMP. Draining a little bit of Lina's mana, but she has 15 Bloodstone charges. She doesn't care about mana drain at this point. Now, Patience just tanking up these creeps. The return damage going to be helping him clear these waves. Sunstrike coming out, not going to kill anybody. Looks like Roshan is on the agenda. If they give it to this Invoker, he's really never going to die, and looks like he's going to go for an Octarine Core. More cooldown reduction with that already super short cooldown on Invoke. We'll see if we'll have to see if he goes for that Refresher Orb. I heard a saying about Invoker once. Octarine Core changes games. Refresher Orb wins games. Of course, they're already winning, but can you imagine a double Cataclysm, double Meatball, double Tornado combo? Just the filth of that. Tornado coming in, catching on this Lina. Sunstrike coming out as well. Meatball not going to go. Rod of Atos catching her. Deafening Blast. Swap back to safety. Good swap. And now Invoker getting very low. Laguna Blade coming out, bringing him down extremely low and actually killing him off. He loses Aegis. The Stampede coming out. Oh, not able to get this Wukong's command off yet. He throws out the command. Enemy heroes are asleep. Mossy is back alive. Sender getting low. PA able to get out of this. Lina is dead. Vengeful Spirit going down as well. And now the PA going the wrong way. Just did not really want to walk that way. She does have her jump. If a teammate's nearby, jumps to the Nyx Assassin. Caught up by that Silver Edge. The Meatball coming out. The net going onto the Nyx. Boundless Strike is ready, and it does connect onto this Lina.
Don't believe this.
And now Patience getting low, getting blown up, and this looks like it's very much going to be GG. Buyback coming out from the Centaur, but Lina is back. They need to be careful. BKB pop by Panda Storm. And now he's just right-clicking, doing great damage with that Maelstrom, Molnir, actually. And Silver Edge, once that BKB wears off the Silver Solar Crest, getting the Nyx Assassin very low. Sorry about this little stuttering I've got going on. And now Sunstrike. Is it going to connect? It's going to connect, but it's not going to get the kill. Now Monkey King getting very low. Lina throwing out a couple right clicks, doing some damage, and actually going to get the kill off onto CJ. But the tier 4 is getting hit. Now Panda on the run. Mossy blinking forward, finding that kill on the Lina. She has buyback available, and she does pop it immediately. And now the Vengeful Aura sending out a Lina clone to go beat up Mossy, and now a TP coming out from Panda. Uh-oh, Nyx Assassin on the prowl. Really wants to get this Invoker. Pops the Impale, catching him with it. The Wrath of Nature coming out. And is he going to be able to get this off? He throws out the Tornado. Blink Dagger coming up in just a second, and he will get the Blink. But now Nyx Assassin's Blink coming up soon as well. But I don't think he's quite able to find this Invoker. Really wants to get him, though. That's 2 lanes of racks, and both tier 4s basically dead. And tier 4s no longer regenerate health. And The AoE Deafening Blast has been selected by Mossy. $26k gold in favor of them. But they do get Storm. And I think they recently killed Naga as well. I can't imagine she died all that long ago. 5-second ensnare duration, 7-second ensnare cooldown. Talk about lockdown. Throwing out the alacrity on a Forged Spirit, getting it some good right-click damage, but PA just gonna farm it up. Yeah, one-shots it, throws out a dagger, but blink to destroy. Uh-oh, Mossy, if he gets hit by that stun, he could die very, very quickly. He has a tornado available. They pop the Stampede, he throws the tornado, catching on both heroes, and now Ghost Walk coming out. They pop the dust already, though. Song of the Siren coming out, and now with Panda Storm here, they could look to turn this. The Deafening Blast, the Meatball coming out too, doing a lot of damage. And the Snare going out onto the one, the Stomp catching on the Nature's Prophet. Mana Burn going out on him as well. Wukong's Command trapped inside is the PA, and the Vengeful Spirit going to go down here as well. The Centaur has escaped so far, but a buyback immediately from this PA. So a good fight from them. Naga Siren coming with that clutch save. Looks like she's going Lotus Orb. They actually get the Nyx Assassin, who... Did he just buy back? No, PA bought back. PA bought back. An ADP TP has no cooldown now. This push is going to be fierce. They don't have that Nyx Assassin, a huge source of their control. They do manage to clear these waves very quickly. A tornado coming out, connecting onto the Lina. Meatball coming in as well. And a Stomp, though, does connect on Mossy, but I don't know if they have any follow-up for him right away. They do get the stun on him. The Ensnare coming out as well. Panda Storm jumping forward, popping his BKB. The right-click damage from him is insane. That's a dieback from the PA. And now Lina, can she man-fight this Nature's Prophet? Actually, it looks like she can. And a swap back to bring her to safety, getting her away from Mossy. And now a Magic Missile coming out, stunning this Naga Siren. The Stomp also connecting onto her. Jump in forward from this Monkey King, pops his BKB, gets the Jingu Mastery, and just massive damage from him. Down the Strike, cooling down in 5 seconds. Sunstrike not going to catch on anybody, but that's a Naked Ancient. Fortification is available, but only Lina's up to defend, and she gets blown up by a Boundless Strike. So this looks like it is the end of the game.
Gallant Radiant have fortified their structures.
Okay, so it's just Panda. I figured after seeing this Storm was at the end of someone else's name that I was doing it wrong. That was a really clean-cut win from PizzaDog. They executed an early push very, very well. They took a dump all over bot lane. Nature's Prophet had an incredibly high impact in that game as well. I think he was probably the MVP for the first 15 minutes or so, rotating very, very effectively. Mossy also finding a lot of really good early kills, dying only once that entire game. Just really strong execution from them across the board. A really good support duo, lots of control, and I mean, what's the best way to get Jingu Mastery procs? It's to let Monkey King right-click someone uninterrupted. What's the best way to do that? You stun them for 10 million years with an Ensnare and then a Shackle. And then a Hex on top of that, and then a Boundless Strike on top of that. A really good draft from them, and I think a big part of it was a draft win. There was not very much wave clear. Okay, so your name is Storm. Okay, well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it next game. We'll work on it next game. Good, great win from them. Kind of putting on a bit of a clinic. A little shaky. One or two fights where the Lina just gets to do her thing for the entire time, or a really good Centaur Stomp to initiate, but overall very, very solid execution. Okay, best of one. Makes sense.